Beneath the surface of our planet lies a world where sunlight dies, and pressure can crush steel. A world humans were never meant to enter. And yet, something lives there. A creature that willingly sinks into absolute darkness, holding its breath longer than any mammal on Earth. A hunter that disappears for over an hour, chasing prey no human has ever seen alive. It floats motionless in the void like a living monument, then vanishes straight down into the abyss. This is no myth, no sea monster. It is the largest toothed predator to ever exist. A giant with a brain shaped by sound, not sight. A deep-sea athlete built to survive what would instantly kill us. It lives in families, communicates in a language we still can't decode, and rules a realm defined by depth, darkness, and pressure. This is the sperm whale, and its world is far stranger than we ever imagined. Our oceans are home to nearly 100 different kinds of cetaceans, whales, dolphins, and porpoises. They are warm-blooded mammals that breathe air, yet live their entire lives in the sea. Long ago, people called them sea monsters. In fact, the word cetacean comes from the Greek ketos, meaning a great sea monster, and scientists believe one of the most mysterious and advanced among them is the sperm whale. As they hunt, travel, and raise their young, sperm whales are in constant conversation. Their clicks and codas form the bonds of their society. And this sound carries, their voices traveling hundreds, even thousands of miles through the ocean's deep water channels. They are the loudest animals on the planet. A single click carries enough power to damage a human eardrum. Divers who have encountered them describe the sensation as standing beside a living sonar system. When a sperm whale dives, researchers know what happens, not because we have filmed it, but because years of study have revealed the whale's remarkable adaptations. Before descending, it takes a final breath and begins a slow, controlled fall into the deep. As it enters the lightless zone, its physiology shifts. Its heart rate drops dramatically, conserving oxygen for the brain and swimming muscles. Scientists have measured these changes using tagged sensors, revealing how the whale can remain submerged for over an hour. In these depths, vision becomes useless. Here, the whale relies almost entirely on echolocation. Studies show that its clicks can reach extraordinary volumes, and the returning echoes help it locate prey with incredible precision. Researchers believe this acoustic imaging is the key to detecting giant squid, animals that themselves remain almost entirely unobserved in their natural habitat. What follows is not witnessed directly, but pieced together from evidence. The sucker scars on a whale's skin, the hook-shaped marks along its jaw, and the beaks of giant squid found in its stomach. Together, these clues tell us that deep below, the whale uses sound not only to navigate, but also to target and capture its elusive prey. No camera has documented the encounter, yet the scientific record paints a clear picture. The sperm whale and the giant squid meet in a world beyond sunlight, and their struggle, ancient, silent, and unseen, continues as it has for millions of years. This is why the sperm whale remains one of the ocean's most mysterious giants. The evidence of these deep-sea hunts is etched into their skin and preserved in their stomachs, including species of shark that live 3 kilometers down on the seafloor. This confirms it. The sperm whale is one of the deepest diving animals on Earth, but getting a body this massive into the abyss is a monumental task. especially when it's naturally buoyant. The solution is as bizarre as it is brilliant. Filling its huge head is a mysterious substance that gave the whale its name, spermaceti oil. Warm at the surface, this oil becomes a solid in the deep's icy chill, transforming the whale's head into a built-in diving weight, pulling it effortlessly into the depths. But how can they survive the pressure? As they descend, their lungs collapse. The ribcage folds protectively around them, squeezing air into the windpipe. This ingenious adaptation minimizes gas exchange, shielding them from a deadly nitrogen buildup. Cut off from surface air, they become their own life support system. Their blood is saturated with twice the hemoglobin of a human, and their muscles hold 10 times the oxygen-storing myoglobin. They carry a built-in scuba tank in their very veins. Near the brain, a miraculous web of blood vessels, the retia mirabilia, regulates pressure and keeps this immense brain oxygenated. Meanwhile, the heart slows to a bare minimum in a state of deep bradycardia, conserving every precious molecule of oxygen. For a long time, we thought they were immune to the diver's curse, the bends. We were wrong. In 2002, after a military sonar exercise, 14 beaked whales beached and died. Autopsies revealed the truth. Gas bubbles in their tissues. They are not immune. If frightened to the surface too fast, this insidious killer claims them too. But their world is not just one of physiological extremes. It is a world of profound intelligence. Imagine you are a diver, suspended in the open ocean. Something massive moves toward you through the blue. The clicks start, softer than you'd expect. Deliberate. The whale is scanning you, your lungs, your ribs, your heartbeat, building a three-dimensional image of what you are. And then it just hovers. It might tilt its head, circle slowly, its clicks shifting into patterns that sound almost conversational. And in rare, world-altering moments, it responds. This is the moment that breaks you. This animal possesses a brain 6 times larger than our own, with the same neural structures for compassion, love, and language. And they've had them for 15 million years longer. They might be speaking one of the most sophisticated languages on Earth. And despite everything, the centuries of slaughter, the near extinction, when we enter their world defenseless and curious, they don't flee, they don't attack, they turn around, they try to understand us. Giants with the power to kill, choosing instead to communicate. We hunted them to the edge of oblivion. And still, they allow us close enough to realize we are in the presence of a mind we are only just beginning to comprehend. They are toothed predators, yet their teeth seem almost useless for biting. They are not suited for latching on or chewing. So, how does a 50-ton giant catch a slippery 30-foot squid in the dark? We know from tracking devices that they dive down and kind of hang out in one area for a while. So, the assumption is that they're a lie-in-wait predator, not a pursuit predator. One compelling theory: their teeth are lures. Perhaps coated with bioluminescent bacteria, they glow in the abyss, a mesmerizing trap that draws squid close enough to be sucked in with a powerful gulp. They also rake the seafloor. If they just stick their mouth into the sand and swim forward, it's like a plow, disturbing animals in the sediment that get sucked right in. We see the proof in their scars and in their stomachs. But how they actually catch their prey in that total darkness remains one of the ocean's greatest unsolved mysteries. They live in matrilineal clans, deep family bonds forged over a lifetime. calves nurse for over a decade and are cared for by a whole community, allowing mothers to make their epic dives. Even the males, once thought to be the loneliest creatures, are now known to form lifelong friendships with other males. But this sophisticated social mind made them a target. In the 1700s, the sperm whale became the most valuable animal on Earth, not for what it was, but for what it carried. Spermaceti oil. It didn't smoke, it didn't freeze. It lubricated the machines of the Industrial Revolution and lit the lamps of entire cities. It was liquid gold, their own biology, the very substance that allowed them to conquer the abyss, became their curse. For centuries, they were hunted relentlessly, their oil fueling human progress at the cost of their own near annihilation. We hunted them for the oil in their heads, never imagining the profound intelligence behind them. We saw them as reservoirs of fuel, never as beings with culture, family, and friends. We sought to power our light, and in doing so, we almost extinguished one of the deepest lights of the natural world. In the 19th century, whalers recorded a baffling phenomenon. Their success rates plummeted by over half after just a few years. It wasn't their skills failing them. The whales were talking. They were sharing strategies, teaching each other across the ocean how to evade the wooden ships and iron harpoons. But their culture and slow reproduction were no match for industrial-scale hunting. Females don't mature until age 9. A single calf is born every 5 to 7 years after a 15-month pregnancy. You cannot sustain such a slow-burning flame of life when thousands are killed annually. By the 20th century, they were being wiped from the earth. Genetic diversity collapsed. Entire clans, entire cultures were erased forever. Then, in 1986, a reprieve, a global whaling moratorium. It was too late for millions, but just in time for the survivors. Their numbers are a shadow of what they once were, but they are recovering. They survived. Barely. We very nearly erased them from the planet for the oil in their heads, never grasping the sophisticated minds it contained. We sought to harvest them as a resource, and in doing so, we almost extinguished a consciousness we are only now learning to hear. They possess a voice of unimaginable power, used not for war, but for wisdom, family, and survival. The question is no longer if they are intelligent. The question is, after all we have done, are we intelligent enough to finally listen?